Piece of cake, man. All right. See, I'm putting this over his face piece and attaching it to simulate a smoky environment.
Like most high-risk jobs,
He can see some shapes.
Training
Doesn't have clear visibility.
at the Austin Fire Department
Almost the exact conditions that we enter most fires in.
is crucial for the work these firefighters do day in and day out.
Nice, well done.
After all, practice makes perfect.
He's using a swim technique right now
Lieutenant Kyle
to
Edwards
make sure
is working
he
with
doesn't injure himself.
Engine 49's crew today.
And as firefighter Obrenica makes his way through the stud wall, he's encountered some wires.
Doing what's called fire ground survival training.
And as he continues to follow the hose line, we have simulated changes in height. If a firefighter encounters the worst day of their career, it's my job and the Fire Ground Survival's training's job to give them the best opportunity to survive in a structure fire.
Survive. That's a word Engine 49's crew has thought a lot about recently.
We were asleep because I think it was around midnight.
We're going to be beyond the mode.
We dress out as fast as we can. We get into the rig and then we go.
Fire through the roof, pulling line.
I thought, oh, this is the biggest fire I've ever been into. That's for sure. I've never had a fire like this.
5 went out, looking for hydrant.
On the night of January 22nd, Austin Fire Department crews responded to this home on Camperdown Elm Drive in South Austin.
Yeah, it was a pretty big fire. It was kind of life-changing.
And found it fully engulfed. Engine 49 was the third crew on scene.
Nobody was living in there, in that house. It was about to get rented out. We didn't know that. Nobody called it. So we were up there. Main thing was searching for people.
Lieutenant Michael Padilla and fellow firefighter Adrian Obrenica were upstairs in the house, trying to find the seat of the fire.
My lieutenant's pointing up into the roof and it's ripping. And I sit onto my hose line and I'm just spraying. And I remember he's like patting me on my back and he's like, we're just having a good time until we didn't.
It happened quickly. Michael realized the floor was getting spongy.
I said, hey man,
The fire's
under us. We need to get out now.
And that's when it happened.
No one wanted to give up.
As they worked to clear the floor,
If we leave
I'm gonna clear all these rooms.
and this isn't down,
Don't let that fire get behind me.
it feels like you lost.
Told Adrian, hey, we're good. Let's roll.
and head downstairs,
And we just kept spraying and spraying way too long.
the roof overhead collapsed.
So when that thing came, all I heard was the pop. Knocked me out. I can tell you they had beige carpet. I was looking at beige carpet.
So you hear a pop, a loud pop, and then I could see a black figure just fall on top of me.
I thought we were dead.
And that's when it kind of sets in. It's like a couple seconds of a very deep setting, like, this is how I go. I'm gonna die.
But then,
I couldn't reach Adrian at the time, and I really couldn't reach my radio. I ended up having to twist a certain way because I had 2x4s, and I had to push my radio against a 2x4 until I heard the beeping, and then that's when I called it.
a Mayday call.
I said,
Mayday,
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 Mayday, Mayday,
Mayday,
it's Engine 49, we're on the
on the
second
second
floor.
floor.
I got me and one firefighter.
We're going to be making our way out.
There was
We have a roof
collapse.
collapse on the second floor.
As Michael regained consciousness and saw Adrian ahead.
And then I was frozen for a couple of seconds, and that's when I feel my lieutenant's hand just grab me by the ankle. I knew that if I didn't make it out here, he's gonna die. We're both gonna die.
No, I was just following his path, and it was perfect.
It was this training
Just 6 weeks or so prior to the fire,
I did it, went through all of it. Little did I know, weeks later, I was gonna really go through it.
that saved their lives.
And he was one of the first guys I called and said, thank you, I love you. Yeah.
Lieutenant Edwards had been pushing to retrain Austin firefighters on fire ground survival. Typically, it's only taught to cadets during the academy, and they were halfway through retraining the entire department when it happened.
So it was pretty shocking. I think all of that happened for a reason.
Now they're back in here, working through it all again.
This is living my nightmares. Each one of these situations are the nightmares that I have at night that I don't want to run into.
So if they do get a call like this one, they'll be ready, just like they were that night back in January.